Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you guys are so very welcome indeed. Today we pay tribute. I'm paying tribute to Anna Mae Bullock, also known as Tina Turner, who passed away at the age of 83. She had been sick for the past 10 years. And it says here, the Queen of Rock and Roll died peacefully in her home in Switzerland on Wednesday, 24th of May, 2023. In the years leading up to her death, the star has been open about the health problems she faced, including intestinal cancer, 2016, a kidney transplant in 2017, and a stroke in 2013. She was a mother of 4 boys. Her 2 boys, unfortunately, passed away very recently. As a matter of fact, I think in the last 4 or 5 years or so. As we very well know, she was married to Ike Turner for 16 turbulent years. And she came out of that in her 40s and had this record-breaking hit, What's Love Got to Do With It? And she was just such a bad babe with those fabulous, fabulous legs. When I was in university, I think I was my first year in university here in London, and they brought out the movie, What's Love Got to Do With It? And I think that this was a very groundbreaking film because of the liberation, the courage, and the release to air out what had happened to her behind the scenes when everybody looked at her as this huge star. It was very much like this kind of Instagram social media, but it was way, 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 way early, because this was the first time that anybody had seen such a shocking biography about somebody who was an absolute success, whose past had not defined her, whose tumultuous relationships had not masked her. We saw this strong woman who laughed and danced and went on tours, and she had gone through this relationship. That's what we talk about today. You've influenced so many people. Oh my God, we admire you, blah, blah. Tina Turner was the first to do it. And she did it so well. And that was when I fell in love with Tina Turner. That was when I looked at her and I was 22, and it was the first time I realized that you can change the trajectory of your life by your mindset at any time. That in actual fact, age was not a contender. It was the way you thought about the outlook of yourself. And that had to come from within. It was the first time. I didn't see it from any man, from any woman, from any teacher, from anybody. I saw it in Tina Turner. And of course, we know all of the songs that she sang. There were so many eulogies from celebrities that had come out to speak in honor of Tina Turner. What I did not know was that Mick Jagger said that Tina Turner really taught him so much in his early career. I had no idea. I had no idea that she had done so many things behind the scenes. She retired in Switzerland, and her spouse, Erwin Bach, was with her till the very end. As a matter of fact, he was the one that donated the kidney when she had the kidney transplant.
And if I ever forget what matters most, if I am giving up the ghost, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. And if I stumble and fall, if I make a mess of it all, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. This city can be hard and unforgiving.
She got married again at 70. And I remember how we all celebrated that you can do anything at any time. And I think for Tina, as she showed all of us, she did not go out of her way. And I think that goes for a lot of people that do groundbreaking things. That's never the intent. They were just trying to live. They were just trying to survive. They were just doing it their way. And so she had been with Erwin for a very long time, I think like 25 years, before she finally married him. And so my heart goes out to him because I know how much you loved her. Again, like I said, she retired in Switzerland, and she came out with so many hits. But I think my favorite of all of them was Proud Mary. How we're going to do it easy, and then we're going to do it rough. When I tell you, I have recreated this, I have done that dance so many times. Oh my God. I think Proud Mary was my favorite of all time. She was such a fashionista. That was another thing. So many groundbreaking. She really was rock and roll. And I think the world is a little bit dimmer now that she has gone. But I am of the mindset that when somebody is ill and they're sick, they shouldn't stay any longer. We should be able to let them go because they've given us so much. And we will always have the memories. We will always have the laughs. We will always have those wonderful times. And I think that is what Tina did for us. She gave us so much. She gave us so very much that I can comfortably say that I have her around me till the end of my days. That was how generous she was. And like I said, for me personally, it wasn't the movies and they were great. It wasn't the music and it was phenomenal. It wasn't the dancing and you know there's no other. It wasn't the legs and the legs were fabulous. And might I add, Tina Turner's legs were insured for $3.2 million at the peak of her career. She later remarked to The Guardian, "When I was young, my perception of myself was quite negative." And here she was, who had the most beautiful, the most fabulous legs that were insured for $3.2 million, and in pound sterlings, 2.6 million pounds. Reflecting on the attention her legs attracted in her heyday, Tina has now said, "Sometimes I think I'm as famous for my legs as I am of my voice. I only had my legs on show so much as it made it much easier to dance. And then it became part of my style. And that is so very true. When I was younger, I never felt confident about any part of my body. But with all the attention my legs received, I realized that I must be okay. In 2021, it was also announced that the music legend had sold her entire catalogue of songs for an estimated $50 million, also known as 40 million pounds. So Tina was so much. And you can imagine Tina must have been doing squats. She didn't even know she was doing Pilates and squats. They were on stage and performing back to back to back to back. And those legs were toned. And still, with all of that, I think what touched me was the fact that she was able to survive a horrible relationship, and she did not let that relationship define her. She went on to love again, and we had a front row seat to this. And she also, mid-40s, started all over again with nothing, because when she divorced Ike, she said, I don't want anything. I just want the name, because I've earned it and I've built a brand. I'll take only my name and I'll make it again. And so when a lot of you say, Fumi, you started YouTube in your 40s, 45, started YouTube. Believe you me, Tina was an influence. She could do it, I could do it. And she was one of the greatest influencers of my life. I know for sure also as Beyonce. Beyonce says that she has her two favorite Tinas, her mother Tina and Tina Turner. And they performed many times together. And Beyonce also performed in honor of Tina Turner. Tina, thank you. Thank you for all that you did and for how richly you lived and showed us how richly to live. May you fly with the highest. May you rest in eternal peace. And we send our deepest condolences to your family. And most especially to the man that loved her, to the man that appreciated her, to the man that planted all of these seeds inside of her and liberated her to be the best version that she was and turned out to be, her wonderful husband, Erwin Bach. You had 10 beautiful married years with her, but you had a lifetime with her of over 30 years. And I am so happy that you will have those memories of her. Thank you for loving Tina. Thank you so very much for giving her all of the flowers while she was alive, and you were there to let her do her thing. Because of your love and kindness, we benefited from it. And for that, I will be eternally grateful to you. Goodbye, Tina. Keep dancing with those beautiful legs.
If I am giving up the ghost, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. And if I stumble and fall, if I make a mess of it all, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. This city can be hard and unforgiving. You better know
people give up on their dreams because, as you said, they get a certain age and they feel, well, you know, it's never too late.